guys are saying. You're like, the next video was supposed to be the Book of Shadows and Grimoire. I know, but one of my favorite YouTubers and influencers that I've been following for probably like 10 or 11 years, Beckii has created a new channel called Ginger, which is very good. I love it. And she just posted a video saying that manifestation is a scam. Oh! Now, I like watching Beckii because she has, can you shush a little bit? Yeah. She always has a great perspective on things, and she has a lot of interesting ideas and a lot of really cool things that she likes to talk about. So when she posted this one and I saw the title, as soon as it dropped down in my notification bar, I was like, click. I had to immediately watch it because I wanted to hear what she had to say. Now, I'm going to play a couple of clips of things that she's saying, and it kind of helps to understand the reason why she feels this way. When it comes to manifestation and the law of attraction, there are a lot of different schools of thought on how it works, what it means, who uses it, how they use it, and what you can get, basically. There are a lot of people who will try to take advantage of people's desperation or sadness or willingness to become a part of a group and to become a part of something that is higher than themselves or that is stronger than themselves, to lead them into the spiritual life direction that they want to go in. You can see it in religions, in cults, in groups, in self-help seminars, and all sorts of things where people, hello Merlin, people try to feed on people's desires to become a more confident, more capable person by selling them books and, you know, crystals and spiritual items and using them for the wrong things. And this really sucks for the rest of us, people who are just trying to share their knowledge and who just want to help people become the best that they can be. Oh gosh, you're getting so big, boy. Look at you. You're huge. Okay, I was gonna do that picture-in-picture thing, but also I have a migraine right now. I just don't feel like it. So we're just gonna watch it together as friends.
Upsettingly enough, people who try and help you are often actually causing you more harm than they might realize or you might realize. Seeing so many people talking about the law of attraction, manifestation, the secret, all these things that are basically designed to help you achieve the things in your life that you want to achieve. Live the life that you see others living and learn how to live it yourself. I'm really, really skeptical of this, and I actually think that it's quite harmful and toxic. The reason why I'm thinking about this is because this morning my friend Jordan made some tweets. She basically was saying, does anybody else find that law of attraction really difficult because you're an insanely negative person, or is it just me? And then she says that her cycle of manifestation is trying to manifest something for ages and ages, nothing happens, hate self, and it doesn't work because I don't believe it anymore. And
so a lot of people have this idea that the law of attraction is you thinking about something obsessively, or, you know, creating a vision board about something and just thinking about it and daydreaming about it all the time, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get it. And that's not how it works. That is just not how it works. It's not how it works. When I talk about manifestation, I'm talking about deciding that there's something that you want, figuring out why you actually want it, and then making the plans to get it. It's not about thinking about what you want and then obsessively thinking about it and then that's it, and that's all you do. You think about what it is, you write down what it is, you write down the steps on how to get it, and then you focus your energy around getting it. I'm not saying focusing your energy around it coming to you, I'm saying getting it, because you're the one that's going to get it, right? You're the person who's going to make anything happen for you. No one's going to do things for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. When I talk about using crystals, I talk about using candles or any kind of other magical tools, I always let you know that they are tools that are going to help you get what you want. You can't just climb a mountain with your hands and feet. You don't got any shoes on. You don't know what you're doing. You're just trying. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just hoping. No, you go and you get the equipment that's going to help you do it, and then you learn how to do it, and you go up and you reach those goals.
my issue is when somebody who is successful credits their success to manifestation and the law of attraction, because like it's infuriating. It doesn't matter if they were like born successful, you know, from a wealthy family or background, or they have been completely self-made. Accrediting your success to this is really, 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 really harmful.
Yes, okay. It is very, very, very harmful. And I think that people do it because they want to seem like they are, like she said, like their brain is in a different space, or you're just in a different headspace than other people. And so it's easy for you to manifest things because you are enlightened and other people are not. That's bullshit. And it's awful to tell people that and to make people feel like their mind isn't doing things correctly when you have a rich family, and that's how you got those things. And there are a lot of people, like I said before, that do have privilege and that do have all of these lucky coincidences in their life that put them in a very high place, or what they would consider a very successful high place in their life, and they tell other people that they got there because they manifested that, or because they used the law of attraction and that got them to where they are. And that is so harmful to people who think that if they buy this person's book or their tape their album, and if they subscribe to this way of life or this form of thinking, that they will all of a sudden have all the things that this person has. Number one, stop comparing yourself to other people. You are an individual, and your experience will always be completely different than anyone else's. That does not make you better than them, does not make them better than you. Okay? Number two, anyone who has favor or privilege in a way that makes it easier for them to achieve their goals, or who has connections or charisma that gets them to a different place in their life than you have gotten, that is because they have help in the way they look, the way they sound, that they were raised. They have help in the family. They have help from money that their family has. They have help from someone who has invested in them, or perhaps they're in the right place at the right time. Someone who already has the potential to have these incredible things. Saying that they have these incredible things through the law of attraction is not helping anybody. And I don't want anyone to compare themselves to anybody else who has these wonderful things, thinking that if I just concentrate on this one thing for a long time, I'm going to get it. As rough as it is, and as hard as it is to believe or to accept, there are just some people in the world who will have to work a shitload of a lot harder than other people to get the things that they want in life. Manifestation is like the gas that goes in your vehicle that helps you to get to where you need to go.
Not to be too about self and not to toot my own horn. I would say that I'm quite a successful person in that I'm living in a nice place that's not a cheap place to rent. I have income. I'm not stressed about bills every month. Or if I said to you, I sit in my room every day and I really think really hard about doing X, Y, and Z, which I've accomplished in my life. And I've achieved those things, and that means that thinking about them really hard worked. Like, because there's some people.
And there are loads of influencers from back in the day who have been born again, and they have decided that this is the path that they're going to go on, and they're going to write a book about it, and they're going to share it with everybody else in the world because they want you to be successful as well. Although they definitely had a lot of help getting where they are. And instead of acknowledging that they had help, and acknowledging the fact that they had a lot of really great luck, or acknowledging the fact that they worked really hard, they're going to sell you this idea that all you have to do is sit in the corner and think about it, and then you're going to get it. And I know it may sound weird coming from me, someone who works in the spiritual community, someone who talks about these things and uses these things in my everyday life, but I will tell you right now, I am a very logical person. I know the way things happen, I know what real life is, you know? And I want everyone to understand how it is that these things will work for you in a healthy way, and not in a way where you honestly think that lighting a candle is going to bring your lover directly to your doorstep. Something that I thought about a lot while watching this video is the fact that there are a lot of people outside of the community who look at people who talk about the law of attraction and talk about manifestation and meditation, and they see us in that light. You know, super tan, hot model girl on her private jet who manifested this way of life, and they think that all of us, every spiritualist, every witch, anyone who practices any of these ways of life is that person, that we're all just spouting all of this bullshit trying to make money, or trick people into thinking that they have to do things a certain way, live a certain way, to be a certain way in order to be successful. And that is not true. There are so many people who are in this community who literally just want the world to be better because they know that it feels good when people feel good. I feel good when you feel good. We're all so connected that helping people really helps the community. That kind of circular love is super important to me, and that's why I do what I do. But there are loads of people who are going to try to scam you into thinking that you have to pay a certain amount of money to get to a place where they are, and that is incorrect. And I think it just reminds us that there are so many people who don't know what it is that we do and what it is that we teach, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of money to advertise that sell manifestation in a book, sell it in a kit, and they try to who push it onto you and they commercialize it and they make it into something that is very easily attainable, that looks really fancy and really pretty, and really it's just a very, very old, very ancient way of thinking in which you're putting all your tools at work, your mind, your body, your spirit, your desires, the earth around you, the people around you, putting all of those things together into your personal power and creating things that you want with hard work, with tools, with focus, and with a little bit of luck.
I think the majority of everyone's success is actually luck. It is, of course, you can work really, really hard. You can do everything right. You know, to become an influencer or whatever, you can take the best pictures, you can write the best captions that engage people and make them laugh and everything. You can do all the right hashtags, you can tag the right accounts in your pictures, you can have all the money and all the investment in the world, and you still might not make it. It then becomes that when somebody isn't, you know, I'm trying to manifest like 100 quid. When that 100 quid isn't coming into their life or whatever else it is, then they're asking why. I did everything right, why is it not working for me? And they might like ask other people like, why is it not working for me? What did I do wrong? And they'll be like, maybe you didn't focus hard enough, or maybe you weren't living with enough love in your life, or maybe you weren't being unconditional enough, or maybe you weren't being clear enough with your goals. It's definitely something you're doing. You're the reason why it's not working out. It's your fault. You're too negative. You've got too many problems, you know, going on in your life that you're not fixing with the law of attraction.
Now, I've definitely met a lot of people who teach the law of attraction and who teach manifestation and attraction in general, who will tell people that they aren't reaching their goals or they're not getting things that they're trying to attract or trying to manifest. It's because they aren't doing something correctly, or because they have too many bad things in their life or something like that, or they're just like not working hard enough, or they still have like hatred in their heart and stuff like that. Okay, so on one hand, okay, I'm Gemini. I'm saying no, it's not your fault. It's not always your fault if you're trying to attract something and it doesn't come to you. Number one. Number two, it's not always the time for you to get whatever it is that you want to manifest. And number three, sometimes you're not ready for it. Sometimes, say if you're trying to attract love and you're going on lots of dates and you're seeing lots of people and you're trying really hard and you're like, why isn't this working out? Why am I still dating all these, you know, frogs? Why don't I have the love of my life right now? I've been manifesting this for so long. But when I say sometimes you're not ready for it, when I ask you what it is that you've been doing to get these things, and you say, well, I'm dating all the same guys and I'm looking for all the same traits, I'm putting out all the same signals, blah, blah, blah. If you're doing things the same way you've always done them and you're not getting something, then something needs to change. You can't do the same thing over and over and over again and then all of a sudden expect something different to happen. You can't keep dating the same tall, dark-haired vampire dude who's like a cool guy and treats you like a little bit shitty, but he's hot, and expect all of a sudden one day for him to be like, oh, I'm gonna give up my entire life and be selfless and love you the way you want to be loved. No, you can't keep dating the same kind of person and expect that one day this person's going to change who they are and all of a sudden love you in that way. Are you actually putting out the signals for the right kind of person that you want, or are you putting out the same signals for the same person? Are you actually watching out for red flags, or are you just being charmed, or are you in love with the idea of being in love? There's so much truth and so much that you can find by really reflecting on yourself and finding out if you are doing things in a way that will get you the outcome that you really want, or are you doing things in a way that's going to get you an outcome that's fast and easy. When it comes to manifestation, self-reflection is so important. I get what she's saying, and that, you know, people often feel badly about themselves when they're manifesting and they don't get what they want. It sucks to feel badly about yourself. It's horrible if you're blaming yourself and saying that you're not doing things correctly because you're not like being selfless enough, or you're not being helpful enough. Sometimes you're just not getting it because, you know, things aren't aligned in that way. You're not in the spot in your life where you can receive that thing right now. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes luck doesn't work out that way. And that's true. However, sometimes you are self-sabotaging and you don't realize it. That is also true. Both things are true.
I think the world would be a much better place for your mind if we could credit our successes, yes, to hard work, but also to most of it to luck and circumstance and privilege, because that's pretty much what it is. And you can't let yourself be the reason why you're failing. If you're already in a bad situation, it's even worse to be in a bad situation and then thinking it actually is all your fault. Yes, take credit for your mistakes, but don't let oh, you weren't manifesting it properly, be a reason why you're upset.
Like I said, manifestation isn't a poof. You can't just think of something for a long time and then all of a sudden get it. You have to work at it. You gotta actually go and get it. And sometimes you manifest a candy bar and you're like, wow, that was amazing. But a candy bar is something easy to get, right? If you want something big and hard, you want something big and hard, you gotta work big and hard to get it. All right, my loves, that is all I'm gonna say about this because I know I've been talking for a very long time. Just remember, your Mint Mama loves you. I want you to be happy. I want you to work hard. I want you to achieve your goals. And I want you to share your success with other people. I want you to be honest about how you got it. I want them to be honest about how they got it. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself. There's nothing wrong with believing in your personal power. But remember that you have to work to get it. And a big shout out and a thank you to Beckii for letting me play her video in my video. I did ask her if I could do it before I did it because I didn't want to be disrespectful. If you're interested in hearing more of her perspectives or hearing about her life as an influencer, then go ahead and check out her channel, Ginger. She's an extremely interesting person, so check her out if you can. Call your mom and tell her you love her. Call your brother and ask him what's up. And have a beautiful, wonderful day.